Hey everybody, and welcome back to Evandale and tonight's episode of Secrets of the Fall. I want to say welcome back to Apple. So yay, Apple is back.
I'm poor, I can't travel the world forever.
I totally understand that. Another day of travel has passed. Traveling down a sturdy mountain path, but not encountering any additional warning signs or anything. You find yourself coming down into a rather nice green valley. Walking up streams and various rivulets coming down out of the river, it's refreshing. Hunting is easy. Anybody who wants to go after consumable plants, you can. There's edibles everywhere, little gummy bears, apparently, and and some fresh.
On that note, I'm gonna say I took a long rest.
You find a little baker. It's got some cookies and other nosh going on.
Yeah.
Do the giants make a really good cup of coffee?
Damn fine coffee.
There's one. His name is Kale Duper.
Kale Duper, the crunchy granola detective.
So there you go. We are going to switch over to Foundry in a little bit, but let me stop talking and turn the world over to you guys. How do you want to proceed?
This is like first thing in the morning, right?
It's whatever
like
time, yeah, whatever time you decide.
Sure. This is, or just woke up. Yeah, I guess. Tess would start the day off with a bit of a, after like waking up and drinking some water and stuff. Start the day off with like a little light sparring against like a local tree or something like that, because we're in super dangerous territory, and she wants to stay sharp, and she's probably been doing this for the past few days after seeing that giant skull with the very super uber sharp horns on it. She's just trying to like stay fresh.
Okay.
Stay frosty.
Meanwhile, Alvin is sipping a cup of coffee, watching Thessalia train. Just, very relaxed, but also somewhat dubious at the what are punches going to do to a giant with a 3-foot long foot? Maybe, but ever in good spirits, just sipping the coffee and watching.
The tree isn't gonna fight back.
No. This is the good part, Aldred. It's very exciting. Like a high octane sport.
What are we watching?
We're watching.
He's fighting the tree. Yeah.
Did she do the coin thingy again, or did she not do that yet?
I don't know. This is mesmerizing, though.
I'm gonna write in my little journal, like, Tess has not done the coin thingy again. Suspicious? Question mark.
Hey, Tess, how you doing there?
Yeah, she'll kind of like do like one more, combination, combination of like punches, scratches, and kicks, and then she kind of turns around, like gives a big stretch. Oh, I'm doing quite fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
How are the lot of you doing this morning?
I mean, I'm good. Try not to take all the leaves off the trees.
I didn't. She like turns. I didn't take any leaves off the tree.
Don't worry. The tree's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was not hitting it full strength.
Well, that's a relief. Thank you. I'm sure we're all very relieved to hear that.
Frenell's just like also kind of writing in her journal. Tess showed a moment of kindness and did not get her ass whooped by the tree. Okay. It just like keeps walking, drinking her tea.
Does Frenell do little hearts over the eyes?
You know what? I think sometimes it might be a heart, but I think Frenell would probably say it's like would have like the name of a seed, and it's actually a seed that's just in the shape of a heart.
That's cute.
It's all like nature. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what if it should be like a leaf coming out of the top of the eye?
Oh, I love that. Yes.
All of the above.
Like little sentences, or like the periods of the end of the sentence, like a little acorn or something. Yeah. Like it takes so long to write down things, but like I've gotten really quick over the years.
Aesthetic.
I know a lot of you can't actually understand the things that I write in my journal. But if one day you want me to teach you, we could work on that, and then I could show you like when it's appropriate to have a little acorn or a tree, once you know what letters are.
Alvin is.
And then she goes back to drinking her tea.
Who specifically are you talking to right now?
Anyone that's interested, any interested parties.
I think you need to talk to Karl. Wait for Karl to get back.
Oh,
Aye.
that's why he left. Okay. He knew it was coming.
Right. I'm gonna go take a quick dip while all of you discuss reading with Aldred.
I was just asking who he was talking to. He was talking to. That's all.
Yes, is
I know how
doing
to
the
read.
coin thing again.
I just love the idea that all 5 of us are simultaneously like pretending to write in journals while eyeing each other nervously. This is a good party.
Wait, what are the other 3 of you? What are you writing in your journal, Aldred?
I am not writing in a journal.
Okay.
Alvin turns his journal around to show what is clearly a drawing of 2 squirrels fighting with power gauntlets. So like big gauntlets with electricity bolts coming out of them.
I just imagine one of them
Then I
has
turn it
like
back
the alchemist glasses on.
Yes, one of them
well.
does in fact have alchemist glasses. Yeah.
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 Alvin, that's very nice.
Everyone
do they
needs
have
an outlet,
names?
Frenell. Everyone needs an outlet.
Yeah. Do they have names?
Well, I think this one here is Alvin Jr. See? Kind of looks like me.
The one with the glasses, or
Yes.
Okay,
The one
okay.
with the
that
glasses.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the other one? Who's beating Alvin Jr. right now?
Actually, it's pretty evenly matched.
Oh, okay.
And that's Cryosera right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've depicted us both as squirrels to show how seriously I take this situation.
One day, maybe we'll have to show Chrysera if we ever have the fate of like running into them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we
Frenell
just might.
Picks up her tea and walks away.
Tess.
It's just like muttering something about Scythia under her breath. Definitely a druidic.
Tess comes back onto shore next to Zora at this point after having sufficiently bathing herself underwater, having not heard any of the previous conversation, and just gets down right at the water's edge and gives small thanks to the Adai for watching over us and letting us pass through all of the previous waterways unharmed, and asking to keep an eye out on Rin and Karl as they make their way down the river.
Does that actually work? What you were doing?
Well, you saw it work with the goldfish, didn't you?
I saw us
waters.
do a lot of things. Yes. I saw Aldred walk on water. Yes.
And did you not see the wave of water come up and give thanks for our sacrifice to the lake, to the Adai?
I just assumed that was Nordaga.
No,
No?
that was clearly the Adai.
Oh, was it? I was, for the past
gold-
about 2, 3, 6 hours, I was kind of out of it. You all sort of carried me through the entire way. So if that is who you say it was, then okay.
Right. Well, no matter. The important thing is that the Adai listen, and this does work. Sometimes.
Okay, I can respect sometimes.
Tess, do you know how long it works for?
No.
Because, I mean, the Adai did show up, and that's, I feel like not everyone that does this gets to actually see the Adai, but we did. I feel like that has to count at least for a couple extra hours or something.
Probably. To be honest, I honestly thought that all of it was more stories and superstitions that I...
Meanwhile, like, Frenell's just kind of like peering the water, not actually like walking into it.
These
You
are just
notice
superstitions.
it's glinting beautifully in the sunlight of the day. Really nothing particular about it other than it is astonishingly clear.
Yeah, and then Tess will take 2 silver out and like just huck them into the center of the lake.
The river carries some of it.
Oh, sorry.
It tumbles.
Sorry, it
it
looks like a lake on.
Yeah, no, it's a river. Yeah, it's like a gathering area of water before it continues.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then she'll just kind of get up and brush herself off. Right. Well, I suppose we should get going. We should all stay sharp and. Well, this is a dangerous place.
Frenell, may I have a nature check? Actually,
If you mind.
give me survival. It's a little bit more applicable to survival for what's in store.
And very different in terms of modifiers.
Yes.
Okay. Nat 20.
Booyah.
23.
For a total of 23. Excellent.
Yeah.
You're looking around. Something catches you out of your eye. There's a low-flying eagle up ahead. And then you really kind of study it. No, it's not a low-flying eagle. It's a high-flying eagle. It's just massive.
Meanwhile, Alvin is just making his bombs for the morning because he expects a full day of rumpus. So he has decided to craft 2 large batches of moderate fire bombs. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find that item. But we can double the damage of
You've not been able to find the item.
Yeah, it
Where?
allows me to craft lesser fire bombs. But
You mean in Foundry?
crafting-
In Foundry.
Yeah, in Foundry.
Okay. I'll take care of that.
Yeah, it's not important for now. But either way, he turns around and he says, "You know, guys, I've been thinking we're not on the water anymore, and we should really be thinking about moving more quietly in general." And then he goes back to making his bombs.
Could I tell which direction Like, or I know I would be able to tell which direction was the eagle going. Like, where was it coming from? Where's it going to?
Sure. So you are looking. It is traveling from the mountains to the east to the hills to your west.
Okay, so basically, like right up above.
You're
east to
looking at,
west,
you're
of.
looking at coming from
north.
about this position and then traveling over here.
Oh, give me a second. I was like, I have to physically turn to be able to see. There's just a black bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, because I wasn't here last week, the shape of the footprint that we saw, would it be potentially eagle foot shaped?
Absolutely not. Humanoid.
Okay.
And shod.
Okay. Because this is a very big bird. I turn and just sort of like say to the group, "Hey, did anyone see that eagle fly by? Anyone? No. So I don't want you to be alarmed. I don't know if there's going to be anything necessarily like bad, but I've never seen an eagle that large. So we've already seen a very large footprint, and now I've seen a bird that's larger than any bird I've ever seen. And maybe other things in this area will also be larger.
How big was it?
Well, you know how when you see a bird up in the sky, it just looks, like super, super far away? That's kind of how it looked. Or sorry, like it seems like it's like a very reverse. I didn't say any of that. So you know how you look up into the sky and you like see like just a tiny bird, right?
Yes.
Well, imagine the bird was not tiny. Okay? It was a very large bird. So all the birds you've been seeing that are super tiny, it's not that. It's a large bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything
That's
is
what it looked
getting
like.
bigger. Is
And it
what
was just,
you are saying.
it was just up there. It went from the mountains over there to the hills over there. The only reason I'm panicking a little bit is because I do keep hearing bird sounds, and I'm not a very large creature. And if there are large predatory birds, that means they eat larger things. Normally an eagle would eat like a small mouse, but if it's a very large eagle, maybe I look like a very large mouse to it. So I just think we should all be on the lookout.
Yes. You could also, the gnomes could stay with Aldred and maybe.
Immediately walks over.
And before Alvin, before you freak out, no, we are not getting smaller. I just want to be clear.
I was going to suggest that for now, that you slather yourself in garlic, because it's a widely known fact that birds hate garlic.
No,
Is
it's
it?
not. No.
I'm pretty
read
sure I heard it
far
somewhere.
too many books. Far too many books about birds.
Wow.
None of them have ever told me this.
We'll have to agree to disagree. Yeah, I'll follow Aldred.
Okay. Just keep your hat on. Keep your bright banner of your location on, please.
Mm-hmm. See, what it does is it prevents the birds from attacking my head.
Do you want me to carry you? Carry
She-
the
No, that's okay. But Frenell makes just a few more steps and steps on the other side of Aldred from Alvin. I don't think wearing that hat's a very smart idea, but he'll learn. He'll learn.
I just tug on Aldred's sleeve and I whisper, "The druid doesn't know that birds are colorblind."
I didn't know the birds were colorblind.
Also keep to trees and the mountainside where possible. Limit opportunities to come at us. If we
Would you
can't
care to
control-
lead the way?
I would love nothing more, Alvin.
While you lead, Alvin, what do you use to create these firebombs?
My alchemical reagents, which in this case are mostly some denatured alcohol that I have saved, with a couple thickening agents and aerators and other nasty stuff that you don't need to know about because this is the internet. And you can find out how to make a bomb on your own time.
What's the actual name of the ability on the character sheet that you use?
Oh, you're asking me an actual question.
As opposed to a fake one, yes.
Advanced alchemy in this case would allow me to, at the beginning of the day, make several and with the goggles I'm making them at a higher level, and I was going to make 2 batches of 2, so I was going to make 4 using 2 reagents.
Okay,
and I think that's level. Yeah.
When you say advanced alchemy, are you referring to a feat master alchemy, or?
That's a good question.
Are you talking about like the bomber class feature? Advanced alchemy. I see what you have here.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I have quick alchemy in my actions, but
Yep.
I should have advanced alchemy at this point as well.
Yes, you do. So it's after producing new infused reagents, you can spend batches of those infused reagents to create infused chemical items. All right, cool. So no crafting check. That's awesome. Advanced alchemy level equal to your level. So right now that's 3. And for
Plus
each,
1. Because of the goggles, right?
hold on.
Let me check.
Yeah, let me get through this real quick. I believe you are correct. I think that's, hold on.
Oh no, I just have a +1 to attack rolls with the bombs. It's only +1 to the crafting check, so if this bypasses the crafting check, it doesn't count.
Yeah, no, you don't have a crafting check on here. Okay, cool. You can create 3 instead of 2. So to create your signature items, and your signature item is a... yeah, here we go.
Alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire. Okay, cool. So that's why you don't see it, because you're looking for fire bombs. It's alchemist fire.
No, I'm just looking to, because at level 3 I got I should have gotten ghost charge and alchemist fire moderate.
And if you search in the compendium in Foundry, you will see alchemist fire, and then as a parenthetical moderate.
Oh, I'm dumb. Okay.
No, you just didn't know.
Not dumb.
And yeah, so you can just click and drag those over into your character sheet whenever you need it. All right.
Oh, cool. I couldn't find moderate last time.
Do you have? You don't have there you go. So you don't have alchemist fire lesser on you right now, correct?
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay. I thought they expire after a short amount of time.
Excuse me. I have the formula for it. I don't have the...
Okay, it's actually appearing as an inventory. That's why. And it's impacting your weight.
I know all the stuff in my inventory is expired.
Cool. Okay, cool. As long as you got it.
Yeah, I can clean up my inventory.
Okay, cool. As you were.
Okay, I'm giving myself 6.
So since the big birds are going to come and potentially pick us off, we should stick together. Tess, I will go with you and scout ahead with you, if that is okay. Gal pals on a mission?
We should all stick relatively close together.
We could do that too. I know you said you were going to lead. I did not want you to go by yourself. But, yes, that's fine too.
I miss that sound.
Come on, guys.
We're going.
Forced adventure.
The valley ahead, as you can see, it's quite large. First off, does anybody have any difficulties loading the map?
Not I.
Excellent. Okay, good. I apologize for the low quality. The map is actually massive, but I wanted to keep it at a loadable size. You are now traversing uphill, going up a path made primarily of sand, indicating that this has been a well-worn path. However, it's not of a particularly large size. It seems to be more humanoid size. And due to its depression, anybody with nature or survival would be able to tell this seems to be more how rivulets have come through this area. The land itself does seem fairly moist, indicating that there is rain on occasion, at least frequently enough. And the most disconcerting thing that you happen to come across at this moment is the incredibly large cow skull in the middle of that field.
Can the druid ask a question? Is it sand or dirt?
Combination of the two. Sediment washed down from nearby hills.
Okay. Because we were going through like the trees, and trees don't tend to grow through sand. That's
right. I was only describing the path that it came down.
Just the path. Okay. Yep. Sorry.
No worries.
I don't know if it will be relevant at some point, but just in case.
No, I appreciate the double check. Not a problem.
Now, I'm going to take a gander at that skull and see, are there any other bones attached to it? Is it a full skeleton, or?
What you see is what you see.
Huh. Curious. It seems as if someone animated the skeleton of this poor cow.
There is immediately a coming out of a hollow within the woods. Everyone here, everyone freeze.
I turned and yelled to Zora, Zora!
Y'all gonna have to roll for Knishes. So,
wait, did Alvin guess right?
Guess right about what?
Oh, never mind. Don't tell me.
What?
I think Aldred and Tess just kind of walked right into it.
Yeah.
You did. It literally is right there. What you end up coming across is a very large wolverine, easily double the size of Aldred. This thing comes out of the woods in a groggy state, and you can tell that there are small cubs up against, like in an opening of that rock wall. This thing is on a mission to destroy anything that is coming near its cubs. We're going to go directly into the encounter. Zora, you're first. Aldred, then the Wolverine, then Thessalia, then Alvin, then Frenell.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Shit. Okay, Zora was staring at the big moo skull and didn't realize everybody moved ahead. So she's gonna go up to the moo skull and marvel at it some more. And
oh, you heard that growl?
I didn't because I had my own cub in real life. But no, you're good. So I'm going to climb up onto the skull then, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
That's it. I did the thing.
Mm-hmm. Aldred is up. Yeah, you guys should have the encounter tracker open and be able to end and close your turn and see exactly where you are.
All right. Well, I'm just going on the attack.
Yeah, this thing is like it's staying its ground, but gnashing teeth at you.
Oh, it's staying its ground?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not yet advancing, but keep in mind, we are talking within a 6-second frame. Anything can change.
It's just a mommy.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Can I ready an attack?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to stand my ground and ready an attack and kind of be like, maybe we should just back up slowly.
Okay, when you want to do something, let me know. But in the meantime, you can end your turn if you're ready.
Okay.
Quick little reminder, who here knows how to end their turn via keyboard or without the encounter tracker? What is it, Dan?
I believe it's page down.
Page down. Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
There
Okay,
you go.
cool.
Yeah, this way it's nice and easy for you.
I think that's my Discord mute because I never use it for anything else.
Oh, FYI. Not content with the closeness of this, lashing out at 1 and let's see, 2 attacks against Thessalia. Seeing fresh meat in a weird cloth wrapping, goes after it. Let me see here. That's oh, this is not good. The very first one ends up hitting. The jaws come out and grab onto Thessalia and try dragging her back. First, let's take care of this damage. That is going to be 3 hit points to Thessalia. Let me confirm. That is a grab action. Then the second action is then going to be the monster grabs. Yep, that is going to be a grab. Hold on.
That was 17 points of damage there, Steve.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what did I say?
3.
Oh, no, sorry, I was wrong. One of the die that it rolled was 3. Sorry. It rolled, it rolled a 6 and a 3.
It's
and then
canon now. 3.
And then has +8 piercing. Grabbing you are now grabbed, my friend. You're now held in place in its jaws, and it looks like it's fully intends on dragging you back to feed its pups. You are going to be caught off guard, and you are immobilized. However, if you attempt to manipulate action while you are grabbed, you have to succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost, which is really easy. Just roll a D20. If you get 5 or better, then you're good. Just keep in mind.
As it lunged forward, can I do my ready to attack?
Yes, you can.
And that's what I'll do. I'll power attack it.
Okay, and
as it grabbed Thessalia.
Yep. So I'm going to put you in order right here. Okay.
All right, and
you're going to have to move up into range unless you have a 10-foot radius, 10-foot range.
I do have a 10-foot range.
Okay, sweet.
But I will. How do I use my power attack? Why isn't that showing up in my actions? Never mind. It is. There it is.
Okay.
But it's not proccing whenever I click it.
So let me just confirm here. Okay, so down below.
Yep.
If you scroll all the way down to your actions, you should see power attack down there. And I think you already have that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So under your actions, let me see here.
Oh, it's a box that I have to check at the top. I didn't realize that.
There you go.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Describe your attack.
Yeah, as soon as it lunged out and grabbed Thessalia, I'm jumping forward with that overhead strike to try and knock it loose.
Okay, well, you got it. Yeah, you have a glaive then. That's awesome. Looks like you hit by 1. Roll your damage. By the way, when on your side, do you see whether or not you hit?
I don't.
Yeah, it's very small in the chat log.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see it though.
Okay. Yeah. No, I see it.
It's
now. I
just
see what
it's
you're
in
talking
dark
about.
blue
Gotcha.
and on a black background.
Alrighty. Because if you do hit, feel free to roll the damage immediately.
Awesome.
This thing, you end up swiping at it, doing 8 points of damage to it. Its thick hide does not seem to. It seems to reflect much of your attack, but nonetheless, you see like a wound open up on his shoulder.
All right. And as a ready to action, is that I can only do the one action? Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, just making sure.
But it is. Well, hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. As a ready to action.
Yeah, the ready to action.
You're going to insert yourself after the attack, and you really didn't do anything other than move prior to initiative. And since that turn, you hadn't done anything. So I'll let you take the rest of them. However,
I skipped my turn. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll get you back over there. There you go. You should have one action left.
Perfect. Then I am going to hit this boy again.
Yeah, by all means.
Or this mama.
Yeah, unfortunately, no go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thessalia, you're up. Alvin, you're on deck.
Yay. All right.
Oh, we have a Hail Hydrate, by the way.
Ale.
Thank you, Modlight.
I'll get it after my turn.
Yeah, so Tess is going to meet the snarling nastiness of this mama Wolverine and try to demoralize.
That's unusual. Okay.
To try and like intimidate and like scare it away.
Okay.
Let's hope it doesn't act like Wolverines in real life do.
So you're holding on to it, snarling. Okay.
Yeah, it's more holding on to me.
Well, yeah.
If we're being honest here.
So you're going to take a negative 4 circumstance penalty to the check. Just
I won't.
be advised. And why is that?
Because I took the intimidating glare.
There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, make sure you mention those modifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Yep.
Its DC is going to be... Oh, shit. It rolled a nat 20 for a total of 29. Unfortunately... Well, go ahead and roleplay it. It doesn't even pay attention to what it is that you're doing. It can't see its face. It's just like... And you can feel your flesh beginning to tear underneath its teeth.
Okay. Because I see a success because I clicked on demoralize.
You have, so it goes against its will DC. You rolled a 25 on your intimidate action, right?
Yeah, it says the result was a success.
Well, if you rolled it, I don't know what that is going up again. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it rolled the will save automatically. I rolled it separately. I didn't even know that it rolled it automatically. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I think the thing, like things like will DCs and stuff, is just 10 plus the modifier. I think
it's a will save. So it rolled. Yeah, in this case it would be 10 plus modifier. So 10 plus 9.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tess, like, there, I imagine there's a little bit of tug of war with Tess's arm between the two, and both of them are just like.
Yeah, it's trying to rip through flesh. At one point, though, it gets a little bit on the sketchy side. You glare at it, do something, and immediately it just drops you, holding on to at least some portion of you, but then begins to back up a little bit.
And as Mama Wolverine is backing up, Tess is also going to start backing up a little bit.
Okay.
And just still snarling, but like tell everybody, we should get the fuck out of here. Go. I'll cover us. I'll make sure it won't attack us. Get going. And I will enter stoked flame stance just to be on the safe side.
Sure.
And that's my turn.
Alvin, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck.
As this has been unfolding in front of him, Alvin has faced a moral conundrum. Do we attack the babies and cause the mother to flee? Or do we attack the animal and risk it only getting angrier?
Are you saying this out loud?
Oh, damn, I've been monologuing again. Strike with alchemist fire.
Okay. Oh, so you go her. Okay. All right.
And I hurl alchemist fire. I don't see any babies, though, to burn.
They are back up against the wall in a hole.
Okay. I am going to put fire then in front of the mother. So how do I do this again? Double click on that.
This is.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Yep, that's going to be a strike.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 20.
Remember, you can also set this thing up as a target if you haven't already. 20 will absolutely hit.
Okay. In which case, my damage will be 7. Excuse me, my damage will be 9 with 2 persistent fire.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really bad. There's a small portion of it, and lands in front, splatters. A small portion of the flame begins consuming some of its fur. Not yet realizing the urgency of the situation, it doesn't exactly react, but it's already frightened and beginning to back up.
Yeah, and I shout, "Go away, you stupid, smelly rat!" I don't know what a wolverine is. Alvin doesn't know. And so he actually takes the second half of his turn to do something a little clever. He thinks it's clever. And he's like, well, why don't I craft up a nice little thunderstone? And
are you saying this out loud?
And do that. I use a reagent to make a thunderstone.
Cool. Okay.
And in that same turn, because I have 3 actions, I can now throw the thunderstone. And I'm going to do that.
Does the creation of anything require a move action or a manipulation?
It should work out with Quick Bomber.
Oh, dude, that's
because
what. You have Quick Alchemy.
Manipulate. Yeah, quick. So I have Quick Alchemy and Bomber. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it should only take 2 actions to make, equip, and throw.
That's fantastic. Okay. All right, you're good.
Okay. So let me just figure out how to. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
The brain is slow. The flesh is willing, but the brain is slow.
What did you produce? I can assist if you wish.
Oh, I know what happened. I need to set Thunderstone to held, and now I can attack with it. There we go. And it's a map because I've already taken 1 attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17.
17, unfortunately, does not hit it.
But I will tell you what does happen.
Okay.
Which is it makes a very, very loud noise. And as we all know, rats are frightened of loud snapping noises.
I know it's so why don't you let me play the animal and you can play the alchemist? How's that?
Right, exactly. So I throw this what's basically a glorified pop rock, and it shatters at the thing's feet. I miss, but it's very loud, and I'm hoping to disorient it. I'm like waving my arms and acting really
Okay, so while you're waving the arms, you are also making alchemical compounds and throwing stuff all at the same time. All right.
Yes, exactly. Now you get it.
Okay, that's fantastic.
38 inches of pure fury.
It really is, absolutely. Alvin, are you done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Frenell, you're up.
Page down.
Well, Frenell, I'm on the wrong tool right there. Frenell runs a little bit closer over to Tess and shouts to the Wolverine, "We're not here to hurt you. You're dangerous, we're dangerous. We just want to go along our way. Don't worry. We're not here to hurt you or your babies." And reaches in her pouch and grabs out a couple fish and tosses them to the Wolverine.
Sure. So, did you do anything in particular to be able to talk to the Wolverine? At this point, you just spoke whatever language you typically speak.
Sure. I think I have something for this. I have wild empathy, so I guess diplomacy, to make an impression on animals and to make very simple requests of them. I'm not making a request, but I think it's sort of implied that it would be the request of, we want to go on our way, you go on your way.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken,
the sympathy is wild, y'all.
It's totally off the cuff. Yeah. So keep in mind, make an impression requires 1 minute of conversation.
Okay.
It's been almost 6 seconds.
It's like 6 seconds. So, okay, well.
I like your gumption.
Yeah.
Very bramble of you.
So I'll tell you what. Let's hear what that sounds like for the first 6 seconds of a 1 minute conversation.
Sure. So I'm going to be yelling this in, because Frenell would know this. What is the most likely of these languages that like an animal would speak? So like Druidic, Elven, or Sylvan?
None.
I wouldn't think that there would be any that they would sort of understand from their ancestors being of nature.
It's a Wolverine.
Sure, it's a weasel. Wolverines of the weasel family.
Okay. So then here's what happens with our discussion. Okay.
Sure.
Frenell runs over to Thessalia, sits down, takes out a book, and starts debating whether or not Wolverines can speak regional languages. Okay. So you're in the middle of combat. Sure. What do you want to do?
Sure. Frenell takes the fish. She tosses them to the Wolverine and says, as the beginning of the conversation, "We are not here to hurt you or your cubs." And she just says it in every language she knows.
Sure.
Maybe they've got a relative that, married by family. I don't know.
So you missed by 5. Can you do me a favor?
Wait.
Missed
by what 5?
You tried to throw the fish at the Wolverine. That's an unarmed strike. So just a.
Oh, I wasn't striking. I was offering the fish. I was tossing it to.
I know tossing is an unarmed. Right, you're tossing in a particular direction.
I'm not trying to hurt it.
I know you're not trying. We're not doing damage to it with a fucking fish. Don't worry about it.
Strike, and I'm like, no, I don't. I kind of do want to miss.
The halibut kind of goes, and I mean, it's not going to do anything.
Sure.
But because you may not have gotten it into the area that you need while you're holding the National Geographic version of wildlife of this region.
Yeah.
Roll a D8 on the right hand side underneath the chat window, please.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'm curious about something now.
Dear Wolverine, please. I got a 6.
It's a 6. All right. So here's the way that this works.
To Wolverine, take our offering.
So that's a 1, that's a 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is right here. Hey, Alvin, you get smacked in the back of the head with a fish. Or Aldred.
It's totally
Aldred.
not intentional.
Aldred goes right in the back of the head.
What was that?
This is why I had you roll something.
Oh, okay, I see. Wait, give him the fish. Give her the fish. Give her the fish and we can run.
On my turn.
Anybody can talk at any time. There's no problem there. Just
Okay.
keep it within 6 seconds. That's all.
Sure. I don't think there's anything else that would in any way make sense for me to do.
Go ahead and end your
with
turn.
My abilities, yeah. I'm just gonna end.
Round 2, top of round 2. Zora goes, then the Wolverine, then Aldred.
Zora managed to break away from her intense interest of the huge fucking cow skull to see Frenell throw a fish at the back of Aldred's head. And she just sort of does with her clawed Komodo hand, just like a my Nordago. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna get a fish out of my backpack, and I will go up. How far can I go? 25. Fucking 1 movement, and I'll toss the fish over to like above it. Like I don't know how to ping. Can you ping on this? Oh, I could draw. Boop. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you just pinged.
Boop, right there.
Okay.
I get hit in the head with another fish, I swear.
I hope not.
Go ahead and unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Or
fucking
ranged, or whatever.
Yeet it right
it
into
really
it.
should be
Oh.
dex-based, but
Hold on a second.
I'm going to have to add to your character sheets, like, miscellaneous thrown object, because I've never, in any campaign, have had more impromptu things thrown at people or creatures.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll see what
You
we
would think you would
got.
have this. Yeah.
So, yeah, we can
got
say that
18.
that lands in that area.
All right. It's okay, Frenell. I got you. There's fish for you and your children. Eat up. I hope it's delicious. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. It's now going to. It is not happy. it's now going to begin taking some damage.
You don't like the fish?
Well, first off, it's a little bit on fire.
The fish?
Yeah.
No, not the fish, the Wolverine.
From the Alvin.
Yeah, from the Alvin.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. So we're going to switch targets here.
Of course.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got this.
Of course. Why wouldn't we?
One day Frenell will get the party to speak before they act.
It's
Just be like,
it's just the way of things here. It really fucking is.
It jumped out snarling at us. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
We
it's
just walked upon it.
yeah. It's seriously, you literally stepped into its domain, and Wolverines are just not happy about that. Albeit a little bit on the frightened side, it tentatively lashes out like most frightened creatures do. It begins to fight for its life, thinking that it is desperately in trouble. It's going to try to grab Alvin, but first it needs to success on a grab. Alvin, looks like it's going to hit you by 5. And
Talking to me, right?
yeah, I'm sorry, Aldred. I keep saying Alvin.
Steve, we can change my character's name. It's
No,
big
not at
deal.
all. Thank you. And with that, it's going to like it latches on with the claws and starts trying to drag you back. Which it's going to go here, and Aldred is going to be over here. It's going to take another move and bring Aldred back with it, and that is going to be the end of its turn.
No, not Aldred. His meat is too tough. It's not like fish.
Aldred,
won't
you go.
like it.
Okay. We were not trying to hurt you, but
I'm sure that it knows that.
I am going to use an intimidating strike.
Okay. Well, not really. So when you're grabbed, you're held in place. You are now flat-footed and immobilized, which means you cannot move. However, you will be able to. Let's see here. The creature's grabbed by whatever the body part attacked with, and that body part can't be used to strike until the. So we're going to say that it grabbed a. Hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to be the torso. So that's a 7. So it managed to grab you right around the mid waist, and now, around the waist, and is now dragging you back. So yeah, keep in mind, however, you have a glaive.
Yeah.
You can bonk it with the shaft of it.
Would I be at any kind of disadvantage attacking with a two-handed weapon right now?
I would say so, but let me see here. So this is that body part can't be used to strike creatures until you know what? We're going to say that you can use the glaive, but it's going to be at misfortune.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what that can do for you.
Well, okay, yeah. Let's do that. Can I try for the intimidating strike?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's. Give it a shot.
All right.
But I want to hear how this is gonna work.
Hey.
All right.
So it's like dragging me back by the waist, and I pick up the glaive over my head with the blade going down, and I'm just like, we tried to be civil, and I'm just gonna stab it in the eye.
Oh God. Okay. So you choke up on it and alrighty. Yeah, you absolutely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh yeah, there's that part.
Which eye? Left or right?
I'm thinking the left eye. The way I picture it in my head, it would be its left eye.
There you go.
So,
yeah, you match the and you hear it bites down even harder. You also begin feeling a little bit of heat because it is currently on fire, and you're still in its jaws. But the intimidating strike, let's find out exactly what that did.
So, intimidating strike, your blow not only wounds creatures, but also shatters their confidence. If I hit and deal damage, the target is frightened 1.
So that is going to add on to it. That is going to make a frightened 2. Oh, boy.
No, just frightened 1 because my frightened only lasts until the end of its turn.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, then never mind then. Yep. Let's add that on. Yeah, it's... Oh, boy. Let's see. It's resolve. Oh man, let me see something. Will it let go? Unless otherwise specified, the value decreases by 1. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna see if it's going to let go. You're gripped by fear and struggle to continue, but then again, a frightened Wolverine to me is only going to continue to attack, which means frightening a Wolverine is always a bad idea because, like honey badgers, they don't give a shit. So,
Bet you don't care.
Yeah, but Wolverine don't care. So we're gonna say if it is a 1 through 25, then it's going to let go. 26.
Hey.
It kind of.
Oh no! Wait, I read that wrong. My bad.
It kind of thought about it. It kind of thought about it. Was like, no, and tries biting down harder. Aldred, are you done?
I'm just gonna try to stab it again. Keep lower, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's gonna be a crit miss. Oof. Let's see what happens here. This is melee.
Yeah.
While you go to attack, he ends up slamming your head, or it ends up slamming your head into the trunk of a nearby tree, causing you to be disoriented and knocked off balance in your head. You're going to have a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not too pretty. Are you done?
That's all I got.
All right, Thessalia, you're up. Alvin, you're on deck.
Tess is going to like give a deep sigh and turn to her right and look at Frenell. I'm sorry, friend. I really fucking tried. I really did.
I know.
And then she's going to run up in there and flurry of blows.
Shit. Okay.
Because this thing hits like a truck, and we need to get this thing going. Okay, that was a miss.
Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of shielded itself with an Aldred.
And a second miss. Fuck.
You moved and you had 2 attacks. That's going to be it, my friend.
Flurry of blows is a single action.
Oh, and you get to attack twice. That's right. Yes.
But I missed with both, so it doesn't matter. But I am going to try to grapple this one.
Yeah.
That's a critical failure.
Oof. Jeez. So, okay.
I will.
Yep.
May I propose something?
This had better be good. What do you got?
It chooses me over Aldred as the tastier target, and it grapples me instead.
So, in order for grapple to work, you need to have your... okay, and never mind. You already do have a free hand, so you're fine. And it isn't more than one size larger than you, so you're totally good. You want it to grab... Unfortunately, your plan just doesn't go off. With a crit failure, nothing about that went off the way that you wanted it to. That is not going to be good. However, because of that, it's going to push you out of the way. You don't suffer any real negative effects, but it's going to slam you with Aldred's body. And... yeah, no additional damage. It's just gonna... Aldred, you feel your head and back of your upper back impact Thessalia. Thessalia, your back slams into a tree. You're not going to go any further, but you don't take any damage. Just a little bit of a wind knocked out of you. I believe you're done, correct?
Yep.
All right, Alvin, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck.
So I'm going to tell you what I would like to do.
Okay.
Can I see the baby wolverines?
No, they are in a hole in the back. Only those that are close by can.
Okay. So I don't know they're there yet.
No one has talked about it.
Okay.
No one has explicitly said that there are babies, but you have heard other people say, "Mama, we're not here to hurt your babies," or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if I don't know where they are, then I what I wanted to do was threaten them, but instead I'm going to try to distract the mama wolverine by grabbing another firebomb and ramming it down its throat.
It currently has an Aldred in its mouth.
Oh god, that's right. That's so inconvenient. I switched to daggers.
Okay. That's a manipulate action. Okay, and here's your move.
25 feet.
Yeah. Question is, how far away are you? You're just outside of range.
Okay, well then, now am I in range?
There you go.
All right. Now can I see the babies?
Yeah, you can see them.
All right, I'm going to attempt to menace the babies.
You attempt
I want them to make
okay.
cute little sounds of terror.
Do you put on a Pennywise mask?
No, I will tell you exactly what I do in full theatrical fashion. First, I get my trusty... Where are you? My war crimes beard. Never leave home without it. And I put that on so that if anyone sees me menacing these poor defenseless woodlands creatures, they know that it's someone else and not Alvin.
Okay, that is a second
And
manipulate action. Unfortunately, my friend, that's going to be the end of your turn.
Okie doke. Well, next time we'll get them.
Frenell, you're up.
Okay. So Frenell runs a little bit closer, not like within like grabbing range by any means, and says, that's not what she said. She says, we gave you a chance. And I target it and yell to everyone, get down! And I'm sorry, Aldred. And aims directly at the Wolverine's face.
Okay.
Specifically, like the right
cool.
eye. Specifically, the right eye.
You have an Aldred-sized obstacle immediately in front of it, so...
So I can't see the face at all.
Well, no. We're going to say there's always a chance.
Okay.
So you're going to roll with misfortune, whatever you're about to do.
Okay. Are there any because I don't know exactly, typically from what I know about IRL, it's like Wolverines, I mean, sometimes they'll go on their hind legs. Like, is there any sort of like more sensitive area that I can see?
It's currently down on the ground trying to drag an Aldred into the hole for baby.
So it's in like all four.
Correct.
All fours. Okay. So yeah, the closest part. I'm sorry, Aldred. We're gonna do
acid splash.
Acid splash.
God.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, go ahead. Oh
Thank
boy.
goodness I put on my war crimes beard.
Oh, God.
14.
Okay, so hold on for 1 second. Splatters your target and nearby creatures. That is going to be Aldred. That is going to be Alvin. We're going to say Thessalia
But I
is
missed.
just... How much did you miss by? You
so
missed
I
it
got
by
14.
6. So,
Yeah, so
okay.
maybe it didn't land there at all. It didn't hit anyone.
Well, let's find out. Roll a d8.
Oh, gosh.
That's going to be a 7. So that is going to be... I'm not making this up.
Did I hit the babies?
1, 2, 3,
Did I hit
4,
myself?
5, 6, 7. You hit Aldred again.
Out the
I
back
only
of
hit
Aldred's
Aldred.
head.
Oh my god. Wait,
I said I'm
acid and
sorry.
fish?
What?
You guys are making ceviche.
Ceviche.
fish.
Oh my god. So you do hit him. However, the question is
It's delicious.
the question is whether or not you hit his AC, which is a 20. That's gonna be a 14. So it splatters on the back of Aldred. Once again, you were hit in the back of your head with something.
Damn it.
Luckily, it did not. Luckily, it didn't hit hard enough to do anything. It kind of bounced off of things, and you ended up batting it harmlessly down to the ground.
Aldred, just lean and
gonna
let
have
it like drip
words.
into its mouth. Let it drip. Let it drip, Aldred.
We are going to have words.
Okay.
Are you done?
Oh yeah, I've already ended my turn.
Zora, you're up, and then the Wolverine is on deck. Jesus Christ.
So just to confirm, have the babies at this point been confirmed and visible, or have they just been speculated?
No one has said aloud that babies are there,
Got
but
it.
this is what, yeah, until somebody says that.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's
The babies are there.
Hey, what a cute set of babies.
I could do 2 actions here and go up. Okay, I'm gonna go up to it. And I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? And I'm going to get it with my claws. I'm gonna hit it with my claws. Hold on 1 second. Rolling. That's not gonna do much. That's a 17 miss. Okay.
Yeah, because
Well-
it swings an Aldred in front of you again.
I am very careful not to hit Aldred.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
I
Alrighty.
imagine that I'm just flying around getting bonked by it.
you really are. However, because it is on fire, can you do me a favor? This isn't.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on fire. It's currently taking persistent damage, and you are in close proximity of those flames. I'd like you to make a reflex save. This is going to be with fortune.
I'm an expert in reflex, though.
Fantastic.
Oh,
20.
20. Alvin, what was the what's the DC here of your thingamahoozies?
That's a good question.
Looking up here. For Alvin. There's your
I don't think
Thunderstone.
I'm not sure it works like a spell.
No, it doesn't, because that's right, because this was that's right. Yeah, you threw it. So we're gonna say it's just a flat. Yeah, we're gonna say it's like a 15 or so, because you are in close proximity of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you made it. The flames are not yet bothering you, but it's gonna do some more damage to you. It's gonna dig down and really double down with its jaws for a 1 strike. That's probably going to hit. The second one is, and then it's going to drag you back into the cave. Yeah, that one, it just can't do anything at that point. Apparently, whatever damage it just did to you was significant enough that it just can't damage that area anymore. Wow, does max damage. You feel like crunch. It hits the layers of your flesh. Its teeth immediately they already pierced your armor. You can feel them getting in there, but when you feel a sting and then numbness in that area after hearing a sickening pop of skin and layers and muscle being torn from your rib area and your abdomen, you begin finding it a little bit more difficult to breathe. You are not in a healthy state. Thessalia and Zora, you can tell this thing has Alvin. It's not doing well Aldred is not doing well at all. It's going to move back a little bit more. Aldred at this point is the only thing visible in the cave. It's done. Aldred, now you can make an escape check if you wish.
Yeah, let's.
I don't know if you're aware of that, but when you are grabbed,
I wasn't.
Oh, okay, yes. Escape is something that you can do.
How do I do that?
Sure. Click on the little geometric symbol and then click on escape.
In the actions?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that in my actions.
You don't see skill. You don't see skill actions. Skill actions there. Do you see any skill actions?
I don't know why
you have
my
to
skill
configure
actions are
your
showing up.
okay. You have to configure your permissions. Hold on for a second. I'll roll it for you.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. So what you're going to do is, you can attempt an athletics check. It's going to use your unarmed attack modifier, and it's going to be against its bite.
Okay. So 20.
And let me just double check here. Oh boy, it's against the DC of the effect. Typically, that's the athletics DC of the creature. So in this case, it is your roll. Hopefully, your 20 is going to be against. It's 28. You cannot escape. That is using up 1 action. You have 2 actions left.
Well, shit. I guess I'm just gonna fight for my life here.
Don't worry, Aldred. We've got you.
I don't think that you do.
I've got a foolproof plan.
I got some tea for you when you're done.
Don't you fucking throw anything at me.
Aldred, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to fucking kill or beat this thing off of me. I'm gonna stab it with my glaive again.
So I see nothing in the rules that prevents you from trying to escape again.
Oh, okay. Then let's do that.
Okay, so your DC is at 28.
All right.
Oh, and you need to have that ability. That's right. We will fix your character sheet in a moment. Let's see if we can do this. So that is going to be, which do you prefer, acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics, okay. All right, let's roll. Where is your athletics? Here. 24. You have one action left. You want to try it again? Keep
I'm gonna
wriggling out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
Damn.
Unfortunately not. It has the Wolverine.
You have a hero point.
Yes, you do.
Let's re-roll that last one.
You got it. And let's see. Well, let me get back to where we need to be. All right. Trying for the last time. If you guys don't get him, you are all beginning to feel Aldred, the peril of the situation. Athletics.
Jesus.
13. Unfortunately, that is not going to do it. And Aldred, that is going to be the end of your turn. Thessalia, you're up.
Tess is going to run up into the cave behind.
Okay.
Am I able to, if I'm, like, once I get to the entrance here, am I able to see, like, am I able to squeeze past Aldred to get to the Wolverine?
We're going to... Whoa. Typically, these burrows are not... They're not wide open things that, you know, advertise a, you know, with a welcome mat.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's probably a true Wolverine den in that it has a small opening. And Aldred is currently blocking it, which means you won't be able to attack it, but you might be able to, unless there's something ranged that you can do over Aldred or kind of push him down and do something there.
Yeah.
Crazy's like, I have a heal on standby. However, time's running out, my friend.
Yeah, no, yeah, would I be able to squeeze by? I've got a very high move speed right now.
Yeah, let's see if you, I mean, squeeze is definitely a thing that you can do with acrobatics.
Okay, yeah, I will attempt to squeeze by.
Sure, give me an acrobatics check.
Yep. That's a 14.
Ooh, boy. What's your training in acrobatics?
I am simply trained.
Trained. Okay, so a space barely fitting your shoulders. We'll say that the trained is going to be sufficient for that. It is for exceptionally small spaces. Many tight spaces are difficult terrain that you can move through quickly and without a check. Squeeze through a tight space in 1 minute per 10 feet of squeezing. That's if it's a crit success. You got a 14. If it is a success, you squeeze through in 1 minute of 5 feet. I'm going to say because Aldred is malleable and you can push certain points of him away, you can kind of force your way through. So I'll make the DC. I'll say that you succeed with a 14, but it's going to require 1 minute to get through there, unless you have something else.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it would take a minute to...
Yeah, the squeeze action require on a simple success. You can do... Yeah, it's 1 minute per 5 feet.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to...
if you want to attack it, we can say that you can do it with misfortune.
No, I have not had luck attacking it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to grab Aldred by the shoulders or whatever body part, like,
easy.
I can easily grab him by.
Yeah, not a problem.
And just say, I'm so terribly sorry. I'm gonna be playing tug of war with you, and just as hard as I can.
Specify what body part you grabbed. Wolverine has him around the waist.
Okay. Then I'm gonna grab him underneath the armpits, like hook my arms underneath, and just put my whole body into it.
You
Flip the
are.
snoot.
Go ahead.
And Tess is like, after she whispers that apologizes to Aldred, she's just gonna yell, "You're not taking my first fucking mate!"
How many actions have you taken so far?
2. One for movement, one to attempt the squeeze.
Okay.
I imagine like squeeze in. Oh, I can't get there fast enough.
Yeah, give me an escape action. This is going to be with misfortune because you're not the one trying to escape. Let's see if this will work. Your DC to go against so far has been a 28.
Okay.
Oof. 18. Unfortunately, that is not going to succeed. It's a crit fail, in fact. You try grabbing him underneath the armpits, but when that Wolverine goes and pulls back, you end up, out of fear, potentially, you tell me why, but Aldred kind of slips into the cave a little bit more. You're beginning to feel Aldred's life lose. His limbs are getting weaker.
Yeah. She's
losing a lot of blood.
Yeah.
I can see that. We're trying. Frenell, we could use some healing over here.
Thessalia, I believe that is the end of your turn.
Sure is.
Alvin, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck.
So one of the great things about these goggles, lesser known fact.
We are running out of time, Alvin. What would you?
Oh, right. Okay.
What would you like to do?
I want to throw a firebomb onto its babies. I'm desperate to distract it. I'm sorry.
Aldred is currently occupying the entire space. Then there is a Wolverine body beyond that,
Okay,
and
I can't slip a firebomb through there.
And it's
Alvin, I could potentially, because I've not announced this to everybody, but I could potentially send Wadelia in there with a firebomb. She's tiny.
Oh shit! Yeah, that'll work.
My
Okay.
familiar.
Yeah, I give the firebomb to Wadelia and I say, "Be brave, whatever the hell you are."
So with advanced alchemy, or rather with a quick alchemy, you can create these things. But if I'm not mistaken, the alchemist fire requires. Let me.
A use action.
What's that?
A use action. So if it's because people do this with their own familiars, a lot, like the min-max for alchemy tree is to have a familiar that you then enable to have a use action.
Yep.
Because if it can have an interact, it can set off a bomb.
That's fine.
Is the idea.
That's awesome. Does Wadelia have a use action skill?
I don't know because I've never done anything with her before.
So let's see. That is going to be an ability. I see here manual dexterity. It can use up to 2 of its limbs as if they were hands to use manipulate actions.
Manipulate actions.
So that should be good enough.
Okay, so how would we make that actually happen?
So on your turn, it's going to have to be on your turn.
Sure.
Wadelia can be sent over to Alvin to grab this, to grab the alchemist fire and carry it in and hop over. The risk, there is a risk to Wadelia, however, if this thing goes off in its vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to take that risk.
You are such a freak.
It was my idea,
Wait,
so I'm willing to take the risk.
What is Wadelia? What is Wadelia? So what am I
She's
handing?
a leshy, so she's gonna run fast.
Okay. As long as she's committing the war crimes, I don't need the beard.
Wow.
So
you narrate this for now. I can't.
Well,
No.
Alvin, you've created it. You called out. You guys need to roleplay this interaction
Okay,
and set up the plan in character. You can't monologue thoughts.
I can't get the firebomb through. If only I was smaller. Ironic.
Ironic, right? Don't worry, Wadelia, I almost feel like Pokemon right now. The Magikarp's still on my brain. It's like, Wadelia, I choose you. And just sort of like, she starts just like scampering along and sort of just like raises her little like hands as she's like passing Alvin. And
you have a token on the, you have Wadalia's token on the map.
When that happened, let me see if it's, so I can't see anyone else's token now. I can only see Wadalia's.
Click somewhere else. And do others appear or no?
No, she's the only one that shows up for me now.
Forever?
And I can't like.
Oh, hold on. It's Frenell's turn now. Okay. Anything change?
No.
What?
So I mean, I can look kind of like towards like your screen that I see.
Sure.
And I could just like, she goes around because it's enough room to kind of like get it in passing. So I'm just kind of aiming towards.
Okay.
That.
Sure. And yeah, Wadalia squeezes by Alvin.
Yeah.
Alvin, I'm assuming
she's sort of like running with like one arm around it and then the other arm out, kind of how we would think of like football or something.
Okay.
It's the most sports I'm gonna have.
That's fine.
As she like squeezes in, wants to just like sort of like roll it past to kind of like behind the Wolverine.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And then it's like getting the hell out of there as quick as possible.
How many
She's a plant.
How many feet did she travel?
She only traveled 25.
That's 30 feet.
From where she was. Oh, from where her token was. It was.
Yeah, that's. I just put the token on 25. The map because typically, Wadalia typically travels on you or in you at some place, right? Exactly. So it's 30 feet. So that's not a problem.
Okay. Well, so So and her speed is 25 feet.
Okay. So it's just.
I imagine if she's right at the edge. Can she sort of like split the second movement? Or was like grabbing the. As a movement?
This is going to be real cool. So I have a feeling that you're going to be just fine. Wadalia manages to get up there in a single action, get the bomb. We're going to say all that occurred in a single action. Gets to that area.
She just wants to sidestep like right past the wall.
You mean inside?
Just to like kind of. No, on the outside. After she like does that, she just wants to kind of like it's like a bomb fire in the hole.
And she has
type of thing.
Okay, hold on. Apple, does she have the bomb in her hand? Does she have the bomb in her hands as she sidesteps?
Oh no, she's already like
right. Okay, so okay, she's back here.
Okay.
Okay, give me a. So you are going to roll. And give me go ahead.
No, go ahead. Continue.
Give me a, we're going to say, I mean, it's going to be dex based, or at least it should be dex based. Let's see. Okay. You can roll an unarmed attack on this. It should be ranged, but no, because she is actually manipulating, and we're just going to use your unarmed attack.
So not hers.
Does she have one? I don't even see it on her character sheet.
I don't know, like because I can click on her and like her sheet looks totally different.
It's an attack roll. It's all the way down at the bottom. It's a +3.
Okay, so use from hers.
Yeah. I was going to say just for sake. Ooh, hold on.
17.
Yeah, she got 17. We're going to say that's good enough to get it into the area.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to go poof right on its booty.
Okay, so we're going to say that it probably like went over Aldred here.
Over, not under?
No, it could be under. Yeah, I understand. It could be under. That's fine. And launch the alchemist fire. Okay. So the 17 is not going to hit. Oh boy. Hold on. 17 is not going to hit its AC. That's problematic. So looks like Wadalia. Well, Wadalia can roll again if using your hero point if you want.
You know what? Sure, we'll do that.
Well,
Unless there's
really
anything
matter?
like in the cave that would have affected. Given this
Would it really
is a
matter
small
as long
space.
as there's fire near its babies? I mean, that's pretty distracting.
The question is, where was the fire put?
Right.
And there's also Aldred there. I know that you want to light
Sure.
babies on fire, Alvin.
I really do.
I know,
want to do
I
that.
know you do. I hear you. It's
I just wanted
This is me, the player, talking, not Alvin, by the way.
I understand that, but Alvin has been speaking out loud this entire time, apparently. So,
Okay, so I will attack roll again.
okay,
Correct?
Go ahead. Yep,
Yeah.
it's with
I'm not
hers.
trying to hit the babies. I just want her to drop.
Sure. So
Aldred,
so
so-
the Wolverine has an AC.
Oh,
That's a fumble. That's a.
no,
that's
it's not. We lied.
It's a nat 1. So make sure you tick off your hero point. Unfortunately,
I can't do it until I get back over to
I got you.
Frenell, and I'm trying to do that.
Unfortunately, Wadalia, through all of this effort, ends up fatigued, according to the chart here. Here, I'll pull it
Okay.
up. So, trying to throw this thing, you are fatigued. So, not bad, but you deal the attacks, and otherwise she would be taking damage if it were a melee attack. So we're going to say that she did that and is now fatigued.
Sure.
Oh, that's not good.
I think. Does that mean I'm fatigued or just Wadalia?
No, it's just Wadalia.
Just Wadalia.
Right. So,
And I assume she didn't have any sort of way to like take a step back.
no.
side
She
now.
can. Fatigued means that she receives a negative
Yeah.
1 status penalty to AC and saving throws.
Sure. I want her like out of
Yeah.
sight,
So
basically.
that was 2 actions.
Just,
so you can take a third.
Yeah, just if I can go, actually, if I can do like
Right
a full
there.
third,
There you go,
she's
yeah.
gonna do like her full 25
Oh boy. Okay.
and get back out of there.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna end. But yeah, like I can swap between them if I go to the roster and then click on Frenell and it shows everybody. But now I can't see Wadalia. So
I got you. Hold on for
I'll
one
have to figure
second.
that out eventually.
No, let me get her in. Oh, I said no. She always goes on your turn. You should be able to move, but that's a weird thing. We'll figure that out later. Top
no, I
around
see her now. I
forwards.
see her. This time it was the light.
Top
I can see
around
her
four.
now.
Top around 4. Zora, you go.
Can I pickpocket Aldred out of the Wolverine's mouth
No.
if he's
Sorry.
closely guarded?
Sorry, no. Heal the hero. Hold on. Crazy C just did it. All right.
Pickpocketed the Wolverine?
We're gonna. Well, no. Crazy C just healed a hero.
Oh.
So the good
Hell
news
yeah.
is you're going to be healthy when the babies eat you.
Zora, go ahead. It's your turn. And on Aldred's turn, then we're gonna resolve how the heal a hero worked. That's cool.
Can I try to pull him out or like pull the Wolverine? Yeah, can I try to pull the Wolverine's mouth open to Bleh. Aldred?
You can try.
Yeah, fuck that. Cool. Okay, here we go. And I'm
Well,
gonna swoop
no,
up.
you're not. No, you're not. You're here.
So it's right there.
But yeah, you were back here. So I'm assuming that you want to step up to Aldred and try to get Aldred out of the Wolverine's mouth. So the way
Yes.
that we did with Thessalia was that Aldred is blocking up the entire entrance. So the best thing that you might be able to do is kind of wrap your arms around Aldred and then kind of pull back in a contest against the Wolverine. So you're going to attempt an escape check at misfortune against a DC of 28. This situation is not pleasant.
Like you could do with like cats or something, like you put your hands in there or your fingers in there and their mouth opens. Mm-hmm. Can I try to do that with the Wolverine?
You can try
Instead of pull on. Go ahead.
You can try to do that. However, keep in mind. So here are the jaws of the jaws of the Wolverine are here. Here's Aldred. Okay, this is all of Aldred's body here. It kind of has it around the waist, In order for you to do that, you're going to end up reaching around on either side of Aldred and then trying to manipulate a giant Wolverine's jaws. So I'll let you do that. It's going to be a contested strength check with misfortune because you just don't have any vantage point. And the Wolverine is constantly like thrashing poor Aldred around.
No, I'm gonna jump on the Wolverine and get to where
How are you going to jump on the Wolverine?
Is she in the cave?
So Aldred's body is currently eating up the whole. We're going to do the same thing that we did with Thessalia, and that is to say that Aldred's body is eating up the entire opening. Okay. Yeah. To the point where even Thessalia tried using a squeeze acrobatic skill action in order to get past. That's how tight it is. So you are not going to be jumping on there unless you would like to try, of course, a squeeze action. If you do want to do a squeeze action, however, and assuming that you succeed, we had it at a 14 was a success. It takes 1 minute to travel 5 feet using the squeeze action.
Okay, that includes tumbling through underneath legs.
It's going to be a very tight space. Okay. Hold on for a second. If you try a tumble, like a tumble through action, so you need to be able to stride up to your speed during this. So you can try to move through the space of one enemy. Because you're trying to travel through the space of one enemy, and Aldred is currently blocking it. Tumble through does not allow you to go through obstacles.
Okay. Then I'll break its kneecaps. I don't know how would you
how are you going to attack the Wolverine? You can if you have a weapon or something, you can attack it with misfortune because Aldred is currently blocking. It has essentially it has a cover.
Erin.
Okay. Well, last question. Can I use my rapier as a crowbar and pry open his mouth, understanding there's a risk to poking Aldred, but maybe I can get in between the mouth and Aldred's body?
Let's see. Hold on. What action?
That is a risk.
It is definitely rapier. I mean, I've used actual rapiers. Rapiers are not crowbars by any stretch, and we are talking about giant Wolverine's jaws. But this is fucking cool. So, let's see.
That's it. He's like that.
I mean,
I think it's kind of tense.
It is
rolls right now.
It is. Yeah. So. We're going to say that it's the equivalent of a force open action, which is going to be athletics +8. Your DC currently is a +8. However, trying to get the rapier into that, it's going to be the same thing as an attack, which is going to be at a misfortune. So you're going to roll with misfortune your athletics +8.
All right. I'll apologize to Chris later. Here we go. No, those are shitty rolls.
That's a That's a 14. That's a critical miss. Your attempts to jam the door, window, container, or whatever gets shut, imposing a -2 circumstance penalty on future attempts to force it open. We're going to say that there's a real lack of confidence in this action. And unfortunately, you are just not able to do that. Now, you moved up, you did that, so that is 2 actions. You have 1 left.
What?
Tess is, as Zora is trying to poke the Wolverine, so to speak. She's gonna struggling to grab a hold of Aldred.
Yep.
Look to her left and say, "Help me pull him out."
Yeah.
Help me pull.
I'll try to pull with Tess. Sure. That's all I got left.
Okay. Give me. So, what I'll allow you to do is, you can reserve your 3rd action to go on Thessalia's turn, because Thessalia can't do anything right now. So you're going to wheedle your arms in there, and then you'll be able to take that action on Thessalia's turn. But in the meantime, and then I'll have you roll at that point. Is that cool?
Sure. Yep.
All right, sweet. So it is the giant Wolverine's turn. So first off, there's some burning damage happening, and you can hear the wounds are starting to open up on this Aldred. Not only can you smell burning fur, but you can also smell a little bit of burning meat.
Delicious.
It's going to it's going to try biting down on you real quick here. That is a miss. The damage being done to it is significant enough where it's kind of had a second thought about this whole plan. It can't exactly get you in there now that there are also two other people that are fighting against this. It doesn't do any damage to you. But I'm really curious what action of hope or desperation you just committed that caused you to be healed.
I have been in the maws of so many creatures. And this one is the worst by far. And I'm just enraged at what's going on right now. I've had shit thrown at my head this whole time. You know, I've been hit with fish, bottles, bitten across the waist, dragged on the ground, slapped against my captain. I'm just enraged, and I'm getting a little bit of a fighting fury back. So. Okay.
So, Crazy redeemed a heal hero, which is going to be your level times D10. So 3D10. You are healed for 21 points of damage.
Yeah,
thanks to Crazy C.
Really mad.
You have a resurgence. Yeah, the rage just completely takes over. You are what, half to now?
Yeah.
So way back when, I'm not going to narrate this long story, but some of your ancestors are dragons. What kind of dragon?
What are the options? I don't know.
All the colors.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're eventually going to do away with them, but more importantly, what was the breath that the dragon had? What kind of breath?
We're going to go fire.
Hell yeah.
The fire around the Wolverine begins to consume it a little bit here. Now it's another patch of fur. It finally hit the neck area. The Wolverine starts like really not it still has you. It's not feeling good at all. It goes in for that bite. It was not able to penetrate any further. Like maybe a straw got hung up on your armor or something, but something just occurred in your blood that not only caused a healing action, but also caused it to have a little bit of damage. Something about your your Tanal blood from your ancient ancestors just went inside of its mouth. With that, let me see here.
That's fucking cool.
Some of this blood, it's almost like the fiery rage of you went into its body and burned it like acid inside. The Wolverine is going to attempt another attack, trying to double down. These things are tenacious as fuck. Oh boy.
That gets me.
That's going to be a 21. It does damage you for 15. That is going to be for 15 points of damage. You are still alive. What's that?
I said still feeling so much better than earlier.
Yeah, it's a Crazy C just absolutely kept you alive. It's going to try to drag you back. Now, you have other people. So, Aldred, it's going to be on your turn. Guys, Thessalia and Zora, I'm going to revise this. This is now on Aldred's turn. Aldred, you can feel Zora's arms and Thessalia's arms around you trying to pull you out. How are you aiding this action?
I want, the way that I'm picturing this, in the gap of its jaw, I want to take my glaive and try to stick it in and choke it. Is what I want to do while I'm being pulled out.
Okay, well, let's see if we can do
I'm
that.
trying to stab it in the back of the throat is what
Sure.
I'm trying to do.
Go ahead. I'm going to roll a recovery check for this. No, crit failure. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's going to take its damage. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. Oh.
It's
close.
yeah. This isn't even with misfortune, my friend. You got an 18.
Oh,
you need.
shit.
No. It's okay. You didn't need to roll with misfortune. You're right there. Other people are trying to reach around you. That's why they have to roll it. However, I'm going to give you a little hint. These two are pulling. I'll allow you to make an escape check with fortune because they are assisting, or you can make a regular escape check and these two can commit an aid action.
We'll do the escape check with fortune.
Okay, go ahead.
Or wait, what's its? Does
hold on.
the DC change now that the turn is a different turn?
DC, you know what? We're going to say that it's against its athletics, so I'll roll that again. We'll say things have changed. I mean, I've just been maintaining it just out of simplicity. Now it's a 32.
It's
DC is a 32.
So do you want to keep the 28 or do you want the new 32?
I mean, keep the 28 for sure. But like, even I have to roll a 20 to match the 28. Like
So,
that's,
you can roll with fortune. Now, the aid action on the other two that's a triggered event. That's a reaction. So all they have to do is you have to be willing, which I'm assuming that you are. I always had aspirations of becoming an hors d'oeuvre. So I'm assuming that you would like to do that, in which case these two are going to attempt an escape. Typically the DC is a 20, but they already have a good firm grip on you, so I'm going to lower it down to a 15. If they can make an escape check at a 15 or above, then they are going to aid in that, which is going to give you either a +1 or +2, depending upon the severity of success.
oh, y'all got it.
All right,
you
Zora and
ready,
Thessalia.
Tess? On 3,
1, 2.
2, 3. Ugh.
Oh God!
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
going to.
Hold up. What numbers did you roll?
It's an 8. No, a 10.
A 10.
I got
and
a
then-
natural 1 for a total of an 8.
Right.
Yeah, we'll use hero points.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let me get that.
Zora comes at it with the. Okay. Zora comes.
Fuck me.
Wait. Let's see.
No.
Zora. Well, you just rolled it twice.
No.
Oh no! Well, your first one was a 10. I see. So it's a 16, which unfortunately is not going to work. That's a 28, which means it's going to be a critical failure, Zora.
Tests. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's going to be a crit failure, which means that you're going to give it's a -1. But Tess, on the other hand, got a 23, which is a success and grants a +1. Unfortunately, both of your efforts are going to negate each other.
Can I use my second hero point?
Yes. Typically, you can only use it like once per turn. Fuck it. Yeah, go.
Okay, cool.
Let's see what you got.
I realize I'm pulling with my left hand.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
It's still a critical failure, unfortunately.
I thought
fine.
that they had to beat a 15.
Oh, 15! Holy shit! Yes! Oh my god! I am so sorry. Yes, it is a 15. You're right. I forgot. Zora, add it. Zora, hold on. Add a hero point back. Thessalia, it was a 15, so you succeeded. Zora, on your reroll, you succeeded. So the two of you grant a +2 modifier to Aldred. Aldred, go ahead and roll your escape.
And this is with fortune?
With fortune, yeah. Yeah, you've got two people on you. Typically, you wouldn't be rolling with fortune.
Come on.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
It's the dice,
17.
The dice tell the story they want to tell.
Holy shit. That's a 17. Unfortunately, you can't make the escape, but they are still trying, and you have one more action left.
I'm gonna try to escape again.
Yeah, see, all you need is a, let's see, it was a 28. Yeah, go ahead, roll.
I think he needs an 18 minimum.
Nope, you rolled a 19. Escape does not occur. Thessalia, you're up.
Yeah. There's not much I can really do here except
Oh, man.
keep pulling.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
Try. You two can now roll without. Oh, not 20 for 29.
20.
Absolutely succeeds.
Total of 29.
Aldred breaks free. Holy shit. Fuck.
I need therapy right now.
Get a cigarette.
All right, so
Yeah.
keeping the action going. Thessalia.
So Tess just like digs in and just like kind of almost shoulders Zora out of the way and just like a primal scream just
You end up pulling back. The two of you end up going free. A combination of that and the Wolverine being on fire and taking all that damage. The glaive Aldred is still in your hand, so you still have something. Thessalia, that was only one action. Zora, you can now see the Wolverine incomplete.
I can now see the Wolverine.
Incomplete.
Got it.
In space complete. You can see the whole Wolverine.
yeah, Tess is going to still grabbing a hold of Aldred go back just back away
Okay.
with him just like pulling it back
Sure.
to get away because I think we've both had enough of that and that will be my turn.
You got it. Alvin, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck.
Alvin has been waiting for this chance to seal the Wolverine in its own cave.
Okay, we don't need to know. Don't monologue. Take your actions. Let's find out what happens after that.
Alvin grabs his alchemist's fire.
Okay.
And yet again, but instead of aiming at the Wolverine, he aims at the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
To seal it in.
All right.
Let me double click here and
Yeah. Make an attack. Let's see what you got.
attack. There we go.
We'll say 21 absolutely is going to land it wherever you need to.
Good. I'm gonna land it at the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout out, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's fucking
Oof.
let's just. Everyone knows Weasels hates fire, and I end my turn.
Okay. The Wolverine is going to take the damage.
I'm also moving away, by the way. There we go.
Zora, there's a that flares up directly in front of you.
I just realized I made a sound and I realized I was muted. So now I'm gonna make the sound again awkwardly this time. Ah!
Alvin, are you done?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my page down key.
Gotcha. Frenell, you're up.
Okay.
So is the cave still a regular cave, or did it?
It's a regular
collapse?
cave with its mouth now has a splash of alchemist fire in the front of it. Yep.
Around it.
Yep.
Okay. When I look over, can I tell if Aldred is like near death? Like needing
You can
heals
tell. I mean,
immediately?
certainly you can tell that he's got like viscera hanging out.
Yeah. I'm gonna come right over here and good bury him up.
Okay.
Here, let me do that. I'm gonna fully remember how I always lose it. Okay. So then for 7.
There you go.
Thank you, dear friend.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
describe what happens.
I'm also gonna like have like Wadelia basically hop back in because she's right there too.
So you handed him a berry and then just smushed it against his face and his wounds. It caused him to make him eat it.
I come over. I'm like, Aldred. I imagine he's turned away from me, and I just take it and I like smash it up against the back of his head because I see he's got a lot of wounds back there for some reason. So I'm like, this would be a great spot.
How
right on the back of his head.
So the way that
Aldred turns
a little bit of a jump.
so slowly.
Do you feel better?
Words.
Come on, Wadelia.
Frenell, keep in mind your good berry is it's a focus spell, and it is heightened, so you have an additional berry.
Okay.
Okay, so which means then you can heal again.
Oh, can I? Wait, it costs 2.
It's a heightened effect. It's the same spell, same number of actions, but if you read your spell, heightened +1, you can target an additional berry. It's a focus spell. I believe they get heightened automatically, so you can click healing again.
Okay. I didn't know that that's what that meant. I'm sorry.
No. You're a newcomer. You don't know that.
So I do it again.
There you
and
go.
This time, as Aldred's turned around, I'm like, Barry?
I just grab it.
Yeah, just to mush it in your face.
It's just so totally just acting like nothing's happened. Just like, yeah, eat up, big boy. And then she ends her turn.
Zora, you're up. Top of round 5.
Where did everybody go? Oh, there you are. Okay, I come back, and I'm ending my turn. I think we're all out now.
Okay. Let's see if this is gonna work.
Jesus.
Its food is getting away. Already on fire, the Wolverine bursts out of the cave and is taking 2 actions through here, going directly after Zora, the last thing that it was able to see, trying in for one more strike. Zora, it lashes out at you. Zora, I guess you leap back or something, and it gnashes its teeth. It is not done, but it also missed. Aldred, you're up.
Since it came within 10 feet of me after Zora, can I take my attack of opportunity?
Didn't quite flag it, but it's... Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
It didn't kick up as it being triggered, but hold on, you have a glaive. Yeah, you're good.
Reach, isn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
You should be fine. Hold on, let me just make sure. Targeting one creature within your reach. Typically, it has to be within. I mean, I don't see any reason why. Yeah, you have reach with it. You're totally cool.
So as it
hit its right eye.
That wouldn't have hit anyways.
Yeah, it just burst out. You're trying to heal. You've got Frenell in the way. Odds are it's just not happening for you. But that was the attack of opportunity. You still have all 3 of your actions.
Yep. And following up on trying to attack that, I'm going to come up with the big old power attack. Let's fucking do it. God damn.
These dice today, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you check out power attack?
I did.
Okay.
Did. That only procs for the damage if I hit it.
Okay.
So, and I think power attack picks up.
That is your 2 actions, yeah.
Yeah, 2 actions.
You still have 1 action left.
I don't want to crit fail.
I'm not
trying to do that.
This is a tough damn fight, man. Wolverines are tenacious.
So I'm gonna try to grapple it.
Crazy C just said the same thing. He's like, "No, grapple it. Just fucking grapple it."
Yes.
Fucking bite it.
I'm gonna bite this fucking thing.
Keep in mind, it's on fire. Hold on, I have to roll a recovery check. Let's see if that works.
So it's cinnamon.
No,
flavored.
it still didn't work. And in fact, it's going up in even more flames. Hold on. I have to do more.
Throwing
Yeah, it is.
spices at it.
I have to do more damage to it. It has been everyone has been failing everything, including the Wolverine's recovery checks. You literally have an angry giant Wolverine mama on fire. This thing does not know defeat.
Oh my god. We're about to make a couple orphans here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and seeing it like strike at Zora the way it is, I'm gonna be like, and I'm just gonna grab it around the neck, or I'm gonna try to anyways.
Okay, go ahead. To roll your this is your acrobatics. You're trying to grapple it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Roll your athletics.
24.
Ah, shit. That may not be so bad. This is going to go up against its 4-2 DC. Let's find out what it is. Or actually, it should have already... Oh, hold on for a second. Let's do this proper. Let's do... You have it targeted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you don't see your skill checks. So let's do it proper. And, yep, that's going to be an athletics check against it. So it would have been a DC 23. You rolled a 24. You succeed.
Oh, yeah.
So you are now on top.
All right, that's it.
Want to be
That's
on
it.
top?
I got it around the neck.
Okay, yeah. Fuck this thing. Thessalia, you're up. Alvin, you're on deck.
This is. Yeah.
This is painful, is what this is.
Yep. This encounter is a comedy of errors.
I feel like this was not all that Steve had planned for tonight.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't. But that's why I was taking a look at this and I was like, oh man, this is going to be so difficult. And I don't want to like ride Josh hard on this thing and just say like, stop your fucking monologuing. But I'm looking at the pattern of dice rolls and I'm like, there's no fucking way we are going to be done with this encounter by the end of the night. So
We are. Don't worry.
No novel writing. There we go.
It's a very simple plan. It's good.
Flashing spark succeeds.
Yeah, I'm doing a flurry of blows.
Nice.
So, first, okay, second attack was a miss, but the first one hit and dealt 11 slashing damage.
Yeah, you start ripping into its spine. It's it starts like trying to shudder off to the side.
And then, fuck. That was a moved flurry, and then I'm also gonna jump on the grapple train here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right.
So I've got this thing.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Critical
Yeah, baby.
fail.
Grapple. Fortunately, that it's as it's trying to move away. It's thrashing around with Aldred, and it smacks you once again with Aldred,
But this time with my feet.
and sends you. Oh, hold up. You know what? How bad? Well, yours was a crit failure. So here's what's going to happen. We've been doing the direction dice. So 1 is always here, 2, 3, etc. Okay.
Yeah.
If you roll a 3 on a D8, you're going to be tossed into Alvin's alchemical fire.
All right. Well, let's risk it for a biscuit.
It's a 4. You don't. Oh my god. Okay. So it just thrashes you around and you get knocked back by 5 feet in this direction. So you're still within grappling range.
Right. Yeah, and that's my turn.
All right, Alvin, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck.
So which one of us has the giant magical pearl?
That's me.
Oh, I shout out to Thessalia. Hey, remember that pearl that can summon a water elemental?
3, 4,
Pass it to me.
6. Thessalia needs to have a manipulate action in order to do that.
Oh shit.
You do it next turn, right?
It's stabbing time. I jump on the Wolverine and stab it.
All right, move up.
I have a good feeling about this, guys.
You do know usually, so
It's always Alvin with a fucking dagger coming up. All right, let's find out what happens.
You know, you miss 100% of the Wolverines you don't stab.
I hate this.
He hits with a
did I roll?
27.
You rolled well. You rolled
Do your
well.
damage.
rolled great.
Do your damage. What did you roll? With 2 points of damage.
Fuck up. That's not real.
Hell yeah, it's
I'm
real.
mad.
What Apex lobby are we in right now? This kind of fucking tomfoolery happened.
I'm kind of sad because my next move was literally just to get out my blow dart gun because I was like, I don't know what else to do.
I can't believe Alvin fucking saved the day with 2 points of damage after everything we've been through.
This is not
I've
the
got a
first
plan.
time. This is
guys,
not.
I've got a plan. It involves a water elemental and stealing babies, okay?
Alvin
You just
coming.
have to survive one more round, and I end my turn.
Wait, you're out of the encounter. It's dead. This thing just tried shuddering.
died?
You killed it.
Yeah.
How did
To be
I
fair,
miss that
Alvin-
point?
To be fair, Alvin did all the damage as well because the fire constantly.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It
Yeah.
died?
Yes.
2 points of damage, and it
Oh,
only
shit.
needed 1. It had 1 hit point left, and you killed it.
Oh, I thought it had some type of magic damage reduction.
No.
No, dude.
That's why it only did 1. Okay.
I cannot.
All right. Guys, you know what this means, though.
What?
We need to raise its babies as our own to the point where we can ride them as mounts.
You can raise the babies because clearly we
No.
will all be disappointing parents, considering how awful we just were. You did very well.
For now, is this not Nordaga's way?
In all of Aldred's rage right now, I'm cutting off a piece of cooked flesh and eating it. to impose my dominance over the filled beast.
I dropped some seasonings on it first for you. Just
Mind you, we're doing this in front of the orphaned babies.
The orphan babies
I
have.
do not care.
It's the opening to this is still. It's smoldering at this point, but there's no babies inside moving.
Yeah. Oh dear.
They're already dead?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
dear.
not doing fucking owlbear cubs a la Baldur's
Oh,
Gate
no.
3. So we're just doing straight
Yeah.
up.
As the Wolverine, falls limp and Aldred is noshing on a chunk of smoked flesh, Tess marches up to Alvin. And it's like, what the fuck was that, Alvin?
Which part? The stabbing or the fireball?
Part where I said, let's get away, and you threw a fucking bomb at it.
Oh.
Aldred nearly died.
I really thought it was going to go differently. I am genuinely sorry about that. That's not what we intended at all.
We had a chance to get away, Alvin.
I thought the fire would discourage it, like most sane creatures. But
If it gave chase to us, sure, absolutely, but we could have gotten away. Clearly, this was just a mother defending her babies. It's a misunderstanding. I'm sorry, Frenell.
Frenell just turns and goes to pick up the fish she threw earlier, and comes back to Aldred and said, "Would you like a little bit more healing?" And like goes into a longer treat wounds.
Give me a medicine check.
Do I need to have him targeted or?
No, you can just roll a straight up
Okay.
medicine check. Okay.
21.
Yep. It's going to take you about 10 minutes time in order to treat wounds.
Sure. I'm just rubbing his back a little bit, just tapping every now and then. It's it's okay. It's okay.
Rubbing some fish oil in there.
Yeah. Well, some tea leaves every now and then. Just starting to smell quite nice here, honestly, with all the tea and the seasonings and our little campfire, I guess we could call it.
The burning Wolverine hair. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Really sets the mood.
Zora kind of branches off and goes
Oh, sorry. I thought you said branches out.
branching out. She sort of branches out, and she shakes her head, kind of at the absurdity of what just happened, and is gonna go investigate that cow skull for a little bit and kind of decompress.
Frenell, I'm going to add a healer's kit to or healer's tools to your sheet. Keep in mind, you do ordinarily need that in order to treat wounds. Okay? Unless you have something else that can replace that. So, certain feats can do that, like battlefield medicine, etc.
Oh, I didn't know I needed something. I thought I was just cool that way.
No.
I do have heal as a spell, but I didn't want to use that because I don't know what else is out here.
Aldred. Sorry.
So we're gonna take your kindness for now, and then we'll figure that out for next time.
Aldred is going to check the cavern for the remains of any other adventurers.
The cabin?
The cavern. The hole.
No, it's just a bunch of unfortunately dead babies inside.
That is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
I'm going to back
That
up
is-
those dead babies.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to back up one of those dead babies. It's meat.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm still simmering, okay?
Literally.
I feel like one of us should probably say a few words here for the dead baby Wolverines.
I don't want to hear it from you, Alvin. You were trying to kill them the entire time. And Frenell just walks away and goes to the front entrance, and all you can hear is her just quietly muttering and just sort of rubbing her hand along the edge of the cave entrance.
There's some still smoldering remnants of the alchemist fire, but it is safe. Aldred is already inside, doing what he can with the bebes.
Yeah.
I remembered to check that the soil was moist first. I didn't want to start a forest fire.
I'm so as I hear that, I'm going to. I think Frenell says this out loud. I'm so tempted to use up a spell slot right now. It just
Alvin
leaves it at that.
just walks over to the corpse of the Wolverine mother and starts nudging it with his foot, and it's just forlorn. This did not work out like he thought it would.
Didn't work out like any of us thought it would.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aldred. I didn't, How you hanging there, big guy? How you doing?
Are y'all yelling
Oh, yeah.
across the way? Okay.
Yeah. No, I walk over to Aldred and I say it at a normal volume.
He's in the cave with the babies.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, how you doing there, big guy?
I'm tempted to eat every generation of this creature right now.
Oh, they're really awful, aren't they? They're just horrible. Awful creatures. Yep.
But I am going to bury them.
I'm wondering if we maybe, oh god, this is probably the wrong phrase to use, but I'm wondering if we bit off more than we could chew here. Going after mystical artifacts in a land of giants. Maybe we should have stayed with Ren. Did we break Steve? Is he?
He probably is.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this since the beginning of, well, basically since I designed Alvin. I've been waiting for either a total party kill or Steve to just give up. And I'm sorry, guys.
Interesting aspirations.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it. But once you make the character, you sort of have to commit.
Well, Aldred is taking the time to just kind of like dig a grave out of respect for Frenell and how he feels about her and her thing with nature. That's like how
Her
it works.
thing with nature.
Yeah, that's like how she's got a thing with nature.
Yeah,
Just trying
Like her literal blood.
yeah.
Like her literal everything. Yeah, Tess will help in the digging of the graves. And like Aldred is simmering at best.
I felt something weird happen back there whenever I was in the maw of that creature.
Yeah, no, that looked actually fantastic. Did you channel fire the way I channel fire?
I don't know if I channeled it the way that you channel fire, but it felt enraging, but good in a way.
I think it might come from a similar place. That's at least how it awoke in me. Usually I'm good for once a day, so maybe we'll try it again tomorrow and see if it was something you can do on the regular, like me, or I don't know. I can't think straight right now.
All I know is that whatever happened has saved me.
Indeed, and I'm eternally grateful for that.
You can't get rid of me that easily. That was,
I wouldn't want to,
well,
Aldred.
let's bury these cubs.
Hi. Frenell looks in when you say that, looks into the cavern and says, no, don't bury them. Bring them. If we're not going to have them for food or supplies, we can leave them for another creature.
A giant eagle.
Nordaga's way.
That's exactly
Is
what I wanted to do.
A circle.
Aye. Yeah, so I guess we bring them out of the cave, and well, do we want to cut them up for food, or leave them?
At least
Alright.
make some dried meats. Let's do that.
You all hear, and then I pop up and I say, is anybody else curious about the giant cow, or is it just me?
We just fought a giant wolverine.
Yes, but this is a.
Yes, I am. And Frenell just kind of like puts her hand behind you to like just start walking out to the.
It's just so. It's a big cow skull, and I am sure that I have seen this on the path of salt in my travels. The horns, of course, were gilded for trade, but it's the same thing, and I've never seen one in its original habitat, and I don't like how big it is. It feels weird.
The cow skull itself, aside from the obvious disparity in size, seems fairly ordinary. The skull has been picked clean and bleached white.
Can I use my quick identification to see if there's any residual comet magic that could have transformed animals into fucking hugely big ones? Or is this just a natural lay of the land? These are how big all the animals have always been.
So the quick identification is used with identify magic. Quickly. Typically it's 10 minutes. You can do it a lot faster than that. But you've not discovered anything here that is particularly magic for you to look at.
Could I read aura and just kind of confirm that there's nothing magical about it? So like on the skull itself?
Sure. So yeah, you begin looking. There's some scintillating colors of the earth, and you do pick up on like some earth magic around you, but that begins to dissipate as you concentrate solely on the Harrick skull. Nothing.
You know, the real mystery is, where did its body go?
Well, when things die, Alvin, in the wild, they're typically not left simply to exist that way forever. Their bodies could decay, they could become food. It's very common. I personally don't eat skulls. Do you?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, so I think it's a common thing. But Zora, I'm not feeling any sort of magical thing from this, but there is magic here in the area. If there are multiple animals that are, they could be affected.
To clarify,
it's the earth itself.
To clarify, I don't want to mislead. Sure. As a druid, you pick up on the natural magic within the within the world
that I would basically pick up anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like the grass is like got super feed in it or something. Okay.
No, it's like literal miracle grow. It's just no, it's not that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so everything just seems the way of Nordaga here. But I've never seen this or read about it.
I'm almost more scared that it is the way of Nordaga if everything is just so naturally big, and our biggest member of our party almost died. So,
I did warn everyone with the eagle, but don't tell Aldred I said that.
I'm literally standing right behind you.
She's like, Frenell is just like, oh, hi. Did you want another berry?
I'm actually feeling okay. I've calmed down a little bit.
Good. I'm so glad. I know you had some look like some nasty bruises behind you. I really didn't know that the Wolverine. I thought the Wolverine was around here. I don't know how it got to the back of your head as well. Maybe when it was swinging you around, it hit your head up against a wall or something. But I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have fish for
maybe
dinner.
It battered a glass bottle with my head.
Maybe.
Yeah. That was just lingering in the air in front of me. Maybe
or behind you.
Should we camp?
Maybe it started raining fish sideways and it just smacked me in the back.
I found some fish over here. Perhaps I could make it for dinner. I found some right over here. I wonder, You're the sailor. I just I deal a lot with the natural world. I've never heard of this, but this area is quite weird. Maybe
Well,
there's
let me look at
fish
that fish. Is that a flying fish? No, it sure
Maybe.
isn't. I don't think that it is.
But I
I'm
found
gonna
it.
make
So
ham.
maybe
be a
the eagle
halibut.
dropped it for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the eagle dropped it for us.
Yeah.
And Frenell just goes and starts to kind of clean the fish off and prep it for cooking.
Yeah.
I think this skull is a warning.
What would make you think that?
Meat.
Well, if there's no skeleton to accompany it, and it seems as though this is a path of some sort. I know it's one created by silt and sediment from a former river, but it looks enough like a path. It could very well be a warning.
Or it's just Nordaga's way of saying big things can die here. And then when we didn't listen to her, we kept going, and then Aldred almost died. And then she was like, I told you so. And we were like, oh yeah, you're probably right. So maybe it's just Nordaga's way of saying shit's fucked here.
Hey, Aldred, would you like to spend the rest of the day walking toward that mountain over there? Or would you like to rest up?
I actually feel fine, and I'm just taking another bite out of the meat that I carved out of the side of that fucking thing.
Good to know.
Yeah,
We
big
should
things
press
do
on.
die here.
Yeah. Perhaps we should keep moving then, in case there are other large creatures waiting to eat us.
Oh, apparently there are eagles, so
Okay.
Stick together, everyone. And do we leave the? Are we leaving the rest of the Wolverine, or did we want to cut it?
I thought we
for
grabbed
food?
them.
The mama.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can chop it up for meat.
Okay, so we do that before we go.
Okay. So
Okay.
you can add some rations to your. You can add some Wolverine jerky
Veal.
to your sheets. Some veal. God.
If potentially.
It's,
I don't feel good about that.
Well,
Thank
Really
you,
don't.
dear Wolverine.
Fuck you, Wolverine.
I'm with Alvin on this one. I'm with Aldred.
Frenell's just trying to stick close to everyone. She does not want to accidentally get.
we pull
Where
back
she hasn't
to
even
an eagle's view of this. The cry of the predators of the sky looking down upon their next meal. We see our friends split, with Thessalia skirting along in the woods, while everyone else trying to catch up to
I
Thessalia.
just said we're all sticking together. Thessalia just goes.
With lessons learned.
We learned nothing.
Don't go too far into the woods. Look what happened last time.
This is the party continues moving forward and ever uphill. And some of you, some of you are in difficult terrain, so just keep that in mind that some of you are actually moving a little bit slow, but nonetheless, you're trying not to become prey. Ahead of you, a dark mist.
Jesus Christ.
That
sorry.
scared the shit out of me.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Was that in character?
No, that's just me having loud sneezes and feeling bad about it.
So
This sneeze was out of character.
okay. So ahead of you, a darkened mist lies at the top of the hill, obscuring a good amount of what lies beyond. The pathways, however, do continue further west.
We should stick to the path.
I don't know. That dark mist looks pretty inviting.
That's
No, it
why we should
doesn't.
stick to the path.
Alvin, if it's such a great idea, you can go investigate, but we're gonna stick to the fucking path.
All right, majority rules.
While I do like the idea of sticking to the path, isn't it the unnatural that we're looking for?
Perhaps. Maybe they too like to stick to the path.
Looking at the fog, is there anything like unnatural looking about it?
No.
Can I roll? Okay.
Yeah, seems to be coming down from up top and rolling down the sides and collecting down the base before it begins dissipating below. Oddly, though, it is a blackish fog. And give me a perception check.
Okay. The 22.
You do notice, however, that there is a concentration of it, specifically ahead and to the left a little bit. If you look at the map real quick, I'll encircle the area. There seems to be a concentration of it, and it's billowing out. Alvin,
So
give me an alchemist check or an alchemy check,
Absolutely.
or arcana, or whichever.
Alchemy lore, if that's okay. Well, it's a 15. It's not great.
No, 15 is it will suffice. Alvin, some of this is rising a little bit, and your shortened stature gives you a little bit of an advantage. You look uphill and into it, and you can see that there is, in fact, a cave beyond, and that there is a pot with some kind of a smoldering incense or something that is causing copious amounts of this black smoke. With that knowledge, you also look back up to see where the origin of that stuff is. And you can see a small vent hole up top that is causing this. So some of it is rising within the cave beyond, coming out of a chimney and falling back down. Which doesn't make any sense as far as physics goes, but it is what it is.
Is it a normal-sized cauldron?
Yeah, well, normal size. It's about the size of Aldred's chest. Like this big.
Oh. Lovely. Alvin starts going up there.
Okay.
Guys, wait just a second.
Alvin turns around.
Zora, have you looked behind you?
Yes, I have in front of me, and I look at Tess and I say, "Do you see what I am seeing? Is that what you're talking about for now?"
Yes, the bones.
Yeah, the big giant skeleton creature.
Yeah.
In front of us. I don't like that we are in between such
I don't either.
dire circumstances.
Guys, I think there might be someone up this hill that knows something about this area.
All right.
Whoa! No, that is not correct. Let's go, Alvin.
You see,
Okey-dokey.
no one's doing anything. You see here. This massive creature comes out of the smoke, two tusks protruding from a lower jaw, carrying a massive axe. However, it also looks incredibly bruised and bloodied. And may I have perception checks for the purposes of like an insight check, essentially? Seeing if you can get a vibe off of this.
16 for me.
Call out numbers, guys.
21.
Oof.
20.
That is an 8 for Tess.
An 8. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Alvin, you got a 26.
Yeah, my back is turned to it, but
Well, when
Amazing.
we're going to say that you turn around to look at it, because if you rolled a perception check, you're perceiving it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
When you look at this, it's like, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna roleplay this. It looks like it lurches forward in a threatening gesture, but then retreats out of its own wounds, out of fear of its own wounds.
Oh. Hey there, buddy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It is not attacking for anyone else that's perceiving it.
I am backing up slowly. You know what? No. I'm puffing my chest out to be real big and threatening.
Alvin,
Give me an
careful.
intimidation check.
Throw a fish at Alvin, somebody, please.
This is going to be the defining moment of this episode. You just wait and see.
That is going to be against his will DC. Why does this? It. You got a 14. It got a 13. And it looks at you, and it at first raised its axe. You then puffed out your chest and involuntarily. But first off, it retreats a little bit, and then involuntarily, the axe, out of what appears to be upper limb weakness, falls down to the ground, and it supports itself on the hilt, on the shaft. Aldred?
Yep.
It's saying something, and if I'm not mistaken, you speak Jotun, do you not?
Yep. I was just about to ask about that. So
Yeah. I'm going to take advantage of Discord, Chris, and I'm going to type out what it's actually saying.
okay.
Let me see here. Hold on. I'm in streaming mode, so let me disable that. Okay.
I can already guess what it's saying.
It's saying,
Girl
oh
dinner.
shit.
Okay.
Girl
That gnome.
dinner.
What?
Girl dinner.
Am I okay? So I'm not listening to you guys. Okay, cool. All right. My ADHD goes. What? People speaking. Gotta listen. Okay. So Chris, this thing is. Should be in the DM.
we don't have to do anything here.
What do you mean?
We're all fine. Aldred is going to walk up beside Alvin and kind of pat him back behind him.
It takes a step back.
And I am going to drop one of the sacks of like the meat that I carved out of those babies.
It. And with its axe, it in a very weakened state, throws the axe out, and the points on the back of it, like, hit the sack, and it slowly tries dragging the food forward.
Does it do that successfully?
Yeah, we'll say for purposes of narration, it does.
And then I'm just going to say to him in Jotun, eat, get strong.
It's looking at you and... No, good. No, do it. Let's go. It takes the food, and with one hand, its left arm, you can see a gaping wound in its bicep and triceps, like straight across. It is not doing well at all, and favoring that arm, it tucks the food that you gave it under it, and with its right hand uses the axe to like push off and back, trying to head back into the obscuring mist.
Wait. Frenell.
Yes.
Do you have any more berries?
I think I do. I think I have. Because, like, with focus points, because I only used the one and I had 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have another berry. Actually, I have 2 berries.
Can you please?
Should I give just 1, 2?
Or both, whatever you are comfortable with.
So because it's you told me earlier, because it's like the +1 for heightened, I think it was.
So the what the +1 means is that for every level that you go beyond, it is going to gain another thing. So if you look underneath where it says heightened +1, you'll see the consume all berries. If you click that, it's going to take all of that into account and then roll the appropriate amount of dice.
Oh, instead of having to do it twice.
Yep.
But I guess my question is, if I say I'm still making the 2 berries with that, or however many it is at that point,
It's 2.
could I give the 1 and then the other one still lasts the day like normal?
No, I don't think they last the day. I think they last like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it is 10 minutes, I believe.
It's 10,
Is it? I thought it was okay. Sure. So give me just a second. Everything in my life is a lie right now. Because, yeah.
It's looking at all of this quizzically, watching this exchange, watching the little gnome beyond kind of take some berries, but it's a little bit of a distance. Go ahead and roll it whenever you're ready.
So she pulls out a couple of like non-magical berries out of her hair. So with this, do I click cast first or consume all berries?
No, consume all berries. Just cut to the chase on it.
Okay. And then I double click on it.
Nope, just single click. There you go. Okay.
So 18.
So from that distance that you're at, you...
Yeah, so I like walk over and like hand them to Aldred, who I assume is passing along.
And then I'm going to hold the berries out and walk up to whatever this thing is and just tell them, eat this now.
And you say that to him in Jotun.
Yeah, eat this now for your injuries. It'll help.
It's like protecting its food and shoving food in its face. And speaking to you only in Jotun, so anybody who speaks Jotun here, by all means, you can interact. What berries? What do?
Magic berries heal.
Make pain go away.
Yes.
It tries reaching out, and some of the food that it's been holding with its injured arm like drops for a second, and it gets very confused and starts acting out of an almost like instinctual rage that is fueled by frustration. And it's like grabs its food as if you're going to take the food, and then smacks the berries, or attempts to smack the berries out of your hand.
Okay, I'm going to try to dodge that smack.
Okay, yeah, you do. It's you can see it coming a mile away.
Then I'm just going to go, calm down in Jotun. And then I'm going to set the berries on the ground next to him.
Give me a diplomacy check. And then you know what? Never mind the diplomacy. You're role-playing it. Give me a perception check.
And as I see that happening, I pull out another just plain berry and just like trying to mime like the berry is safe. And
Alvin is like rubbing his tummy and pantomiming eating, just in case.
My perception check, I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't notice anything.
Skills, by the way, I mean, you got a 9 because you still have modifiers to it. So, it looks at Alvin going like this. Little man food?
No, little man friend.
Why, little man, make food?
He's trying to tell you that it's safe to eat food, these berries.
Safe to eat food. And he points at Alvin.
I point at the berries. Berries.
I point at the sky.
He looks up at the sky and he shirks the fuck away, leaving the berries behind.
Did he just go back into the mist?
He kind of steps back a little bit. He's looking out, and you can see that he's still trying to judge whether or not he might be able to get the berries.
I'm going to grab the berries and like roll them over to him.
I'm gonna back away. I'm clearly scaring him.
Oh, you intimidated the fuck out of him, dude.
I know. I'm intimidating. I can't help it.
I can't help it.
I'm just gonna roll the berries over to him.
Okay. He takes a step forward and, like, not moving, his eyes are locked on you. He reaches down with his hand, picks up the berries, like turns his head for a second and like looking at you through an eye, the non-puffed up eye. Look, he's gotten his ass handed to him, and he like puts the berries in, and you can see some of his wounds, not much, but some of his wounds begin to close, and he looks at you through a slightly less puffed up eye. You man!
But now.
You to now!
Yes.
He starts looking over the rest of the party. No pointing!
But not just look back at everyone. No pointing.
No pointy! And he like flicks his ears.
Oh.
Ask him what attacked him.
What did this to you?
Pointy!
What is a pointy?
Pointy! He flicks his ears.
They have pointy ears?
What?
Pointy!
What's he saying, Aldred?
He's trying to describe something that attacked him. He keeps saying pointy and he's flicking his ears.
Does he mean an elf?
I don't know.
Most likely.
Oh.
Frenell just like kind of very subtly, but like covers her ears with her hair just a little bit, just kind of like almost as if like getting it out of her face. Because she does have pointy ears.
Frenell, we're going to assume that Alvin does as well, being gnomes. He did not, or it didn't react to Alvin's presence in that fashion, nor to yours. And it doesn't seem to be acting out of any specific, like when he's flicking his ears, he's not looking at anyone specifically.
So I think he means an elf.
What say? What say? What little man say?
What did you want to ask?
What little plant say?
Did an elf do this to you?
Elf. Did an elf do this?
What elf?
Pointy.
Matt, what's he saying?
You see him disappear. He like walks backwards, disappears into the black cloud that his cauldron has created, and you see him coming forward again, but this time dragging something behind him. And you see a thunk. He drops a body out in front, and it is an elf. It has suffered grievous wounds at the hands of his axe, like limbs are simply just hanging off. It apparently is a male elf of some kind. But on it, you also see a sigil, like a crest of some kind, almost like a company crest. You've never seen it before. And then it goes, It holds up 3 fingers and points to it and goes like that.
3 more.
1, 2, 3.
It's saying there are more.
How many?
Are they a lot? Yeah.
At least 2.
Take. He steps aside for a moment and comes out on the mist on the other side of a rock. And comes over, and you can see that there are footprints or some sort of a scuffle of something that had occurred here. Now that you're able to see it, he steps back and like indicates with the ground by pounding the axe into the ground. Here. When you come over, see behind him is something disturbing. There's a crater in the ground.
Oh, shit.
And that's where we will leave it for tonight.
Oh God, what a good cliffhanger.
Fucking knew it. No.
Oh, it was a good cliffhanger though. It was a good one.